Hi everyone! Today we're going to be making little origami crabs. Now crabs are a sort of crustacean and they live near the ocean. Well, they like to live in the ocean or in little rock pools by it. So if you ever go to the beach, you might want to have a little look to see if you can spot some little crabs. They're very shy creatures though. So if we're going to want to play with them, we better make our own out of paper because these ones don't run away. They just stay here. To make these crabs, you're going to need, no surprises, a square of paper. I made my own, so it's already got a line down the middle, but you don't actually need that one yet. Instead, we're going to start by folding it in half to make a big rectangle. So, like with all of our folds, we're trying to make this as accurate as possible, using the table to help us out and lining up our corners and edges. We go over it with our finger and then over it again with the back of our nails to flatten it down. Once you've got that, you're going to need to fold it again so that we get it back into a square, but this time a much smaller square. We have quartered our paper, halving it and halving it again. Now, I'm quite lucky, I've already got this line. What we're going to be doing is that tricky little square fold. We've done that before in one of our other videos. And I always find it easier if you take this square and just give it a little crease as a triangle. You don't have to, but it will help a lot. Okay. Now we've got our square with a crease going corner to corner. We're going to pick up one of those corners. See how I've laid it out? I've got my folded edges at the bottom, creases at the top. Okay, so we take one corner and we pull it up, really poke out, finger through, poke out that corner, pull it back. See why that crease helped? That's going to form this edge and the same over this side. Flatten it out to make a triangle that sits on top of this other square. Yeah? Okay, flip it over and we're going to do the same thing again. So we pick up the corner that our helpful crease is showing us, poke out this top fold, flatten it down here, flatten it on top. Hopefully everything's going to line up there, and last one. That one didn't have much of a crease to work with, so I'll just have to do it there. Okay, now we've got a triangle. Okay, this paper has already gone on a rather topsy-turvy journey of square, rectangle, square, triangle, square, triangle. So that's okay. We're going to turn it this way up now and start shaping our crab. These two bits are going to be the front of the crab, the front claws. So we want to pull them back to create pointy little legs. So they're no longer facing the front, they're pointing to the back. This is why we're doing this after our previous videos where we've done quite a few free folds. You can use this to pull it as far over as possible, create a nice point there, but here you're just going to have to estimate where you want it to create this nice sticky out leg. It's going to be this bit, you see? Okay, let's do the other one. So pull this as far as you can and then just try and figure out a good shape for where to finish it. Try and make it roughly symmetrical as much as you can. You know, crabs are natural creatures. They're not all perfect. That's fine. There we go. Now we're going to need to flip it over. So it's like we're looking at his belly. There's his legs again. And this part at the top, we're folding the whole thing over, but only a little bit. Okay, so you're just going to have to ease it over. Try and make a small little fold. Here, straight as you can. Again, there's not really any guidelines you can use for this, so this is a real test of your ability to look for nice parallel lines. It shouldn't be much thicker at this end than this end. These should be nice and parallel. And we also want it perpendicular with this crease in the middle. So parallel means two lines don't get any closer or any further away. They always stay the exact same distance. Perpendicular means two lines that meet at a right angle, which is what we should have here. We folded over this little bit, really crease that down because you don't want it flapping about at you. There we go. Now, these bits are going to become the pincers at the front. Very important for a crab. You don't want to leave your crab without a set of those. How else will they eat? So, you pull this over. Again, another free fold. We're really testing ourselves here. We want to kind of start the fold right at the, I'll lift that up so you can see, right at the tip here. And then bring it up, fold it down. So we've got a good, strong pincher at the front. Let's try it again on the other side. Again, really aiming for symmetry, although at these angles, that can be quite difficult. So, start all the way at the end. Pull it forward, kind of check. Yeah, that's about right. And then crease it down. Good. Now, the very last thing we need to do, because crabs don't really have pointy bottoms like that, I'm just going to take this corner and fold it up. Beauty of this as well is it will slightly lift your shape up off the table, and therefore make it a little bit more realistic. You see how I can get my finger underneath that. Boop, boop. Of course, it's a bit sad right now, so feel free to get your pen and draw some happy little eyes. These are possibly the least realistic part of my crab origami, but somehow an origami animal without eyes makes me feel very sad. So there we go, he has happy little eyes, so he can see all of his little crabby friends. Okay, nice short one, but a good one to keep working on our ability to do free folds, looking at symmetry, parallel and perpendicular lines. And I'll see you next week. Bye!